OnePlus Turbo 6. What is good, y'all? It's your boy Raph, and I'm back with another video, man. In today's video, I did promise I was going to try and get my hands on the OnePlus Turbo 6. This is a brand new device that was released earlier in, I believe, January of 2026. Now, the only technically problem is this is the Chinese edition, but I did go through the device settings for the most part and kind of transfer it to the more so English version. So we will be reviewing this phone. First impressions, box is pretty clean. I actually like the red colorway. It looks beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. It's going to hop into it, man. Ooh, I always love doing that, man. As I keep getting these phones and, well, unboxing videos, I do really wonder if I should start an unboxing video. If you guys want me to do anything like that or continue the series, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways though, obviously once again, it is in Chinese, but this does say 165 hertz, and this is the, I believe, called OPA or OP. It is the AI version of, I believe, OnePlus. So yeah, not sure what this is, but it doesn't matter too much. Let's go and hop into it, man. There it is. Ooh, the OnePlus Turbo 6. I haven't really used this device like that. I did open the device to check the settings, everything like that, but besides that, we didn't really go out our way to check the device. But go ahead and look at that. This is the black colorway, and it looks really nice. All right, booting it up, it looks pretty solid for the most part, man. OnePlus. Pretty clean. Let's go ahead and unlock the phone, man. Now, obviously, once again, didn't actually go through the actual phone settings for the most part, besides some. Alright, but let's go ahead and put this aside for now. We still gotta complete the unboxing video, so we're gonna get back to you. Alright, we're gonna get back to you. Not too sure what this might be. Maybe it's like a cover for the actual phone itself, but inside the actual box, we got two key things. We got ourselves the OnePlus, I believe, USB. Oh, it's a USB charger port. It's called Super VOOC, VOOC. I don't know how much the hertz are, or the volts are, should I say, for this charger. I'm assuming it's probably a standard fast charging cube. Got our USB-C to USB cable. I believe USB-A, I think that is. Then you also got your pin right about here if you want to go ahead and unlock the phone for sim purposes, but we're not too focused on that for now. I mean, looks like a pretty beautiful boxing. I will say credit to them for going for the red and white combo. It looks beautiful. I did forget to mention, when it comes to, I believe, the OnePlus and Magic as well, it does come with a plastic film. So I made sure to remove that. I do highly recommend you guys to remove the plastic film if you possibly can, because it's not the greatest to have on the phone itself. But let's go and hop to the phone settings, man. Pretty dope so far. Really cool. This layout of the UI in itself is very similar to the actual Samsung, I believe. You're definitely gonna see, like right now, it looks very similar to the Samsung UI. So as in terms of the actual phone settings itself, I ran through, like I said, through most of them. So we're gonna make sure to go through most of the important ones one by one. I think the first one we're gonna definitely head into is the display and brightness. Obviously, light mode, dark mode, all that stuff. I think you want to make sure you turn off auto brightness. Screen color mode, this one's a very important one. I definitely rock the brilliance version, which basically will make the colors pop up more and make it more vibrant. I really am a big fan of that. Going into the second one, alright, we're going to make sure we go on ahead and turn on the screen resolution to high instead of standard. So once again, it gives those sharper images more quality. It's very important setting, especially when playing COD. But third one, the most important, screen refresh rate. So if you guys don't know, the OnePlus Turbo 6, okay, this phone goes from 60 hertz to 165. That is insanely fast. And for Call of Duty Mobile, which we do have installed already, you can actually kick it up to 165 hertz. Yes, that means you actually do have 165 FPS on this device. Now, mind you, this phone is about, give or take, 500 Canadian dollars. You're looking at 380 USD. I bought it off of AliExpress because I really tried to buy it on multiple websites, Amazon, eBay, all of those things. Couldn't find them, but luckily we found them through AliExpress. It is unfortunate it is once again the Chinese edition, but we've used the Chinese with Magic 10 back in China, and it was perfectly fine. It worked the exact same as the global edition. So besides the user interface, I think everything else is the exact same regardless of what region you bought the phone from. Going into sound and vibrations, now there actually is a very important settings that you can turn on. I believe it's called hollow audio. This effectively makes the sound quality, regardless of what you're playing, more immersive, and it's a very dope setting you can activate. I highly recommend you guys to turn it on. It's really good, especially for COD Mobile. I will give you guys my first review when I actually hop into the game and plug in my earbuds via my adapter, but besides that, I think that's all the settings. Oh, forgot to talk about this one. Sound effect settings, gotta make sure you put that on gaming, so it's actually even more quality as well. And we are gonna have all reality activated, but we do have to plug in earbuds to make sure that that is activated. Oppo AI, yeah, I was correct. Oppo AI is basically OnePlus's AI application. I personally would opt to not use this. I'm not a fan of AI applications, regardless of whatever phone you're using. So unfortunately, there isn't actually an access to the developer options. I could be wrong, but I couldn't find them from my experience of looking through the device. But if we want to look into the about phone, the information, all that stuff, storage is 256 gigabytes. We do have a 9,000 milliamp battery. That is insane. You're gonna be able to play for so long. I'm estimating maybe like 4 hours straight of codm. Processor chip is your Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. This is actually pretty similar to the Red Magic Astra, and we are going to be comparing this OnePlus to the Astra a lot. Hopping into it, RAM is 12 gigabytes, plus you can expand the RAM to 12 total gigabytes, equaling to 24 gigabytes. I highly recommend you guys to max this out. You actually can also do this on all Red Magic devices. Okay, we actually just activated developer options. We just had to go through to the version itself and spam the version number, and just like that, you are already a developer. Okay, so we're gonna go and hop to that. It's a very important part of these settings that we need to actually review. So I always recommend to turn off literally every developer option setting except for a few, but we're gonna look into them and see which ones we do have. Now, I do not think we are going to be able to actually lock the device's refresh rate, which does make sense considering this is a flagship phone and not a gaming phone. So it will suck, but we're gonna see what else we can do. We're gonna make sure to turn on that show refresh rate. Right now we are on 120, but as soon as we hop to codm, it will kick up all the way to 165. Tethering hardware acceleration, you can definitely turn it on. It does help the device run at a better quality and better speed. But yeah, everything else is off except for these two settings, tethering and also show refresh rate. This one is a personal preference. I opt for turning that on, to be honest. But yeah, it does suck. Obviously, you cannot lock the refresh rate on this phone, but I mean, it does make sense considering, once again, it's a flagship phone. All flagship phones do not allow you to lock the refresh rate because it will damage the device in the long run. Software update is also the latest OS, I believe Color OS version 16 on the Turbo 6. I think this is Turbo 6's brand name, so pretty cool. Alright, so we made sure to pull up the Red Magic Astra as well so you guys can see. Once again, we're going to be using these two devices as a reference to each other. Alright, because this Astra is, in my opinion, the best device. Once again, not sponsored. This is the best device you can play Call of Duty Mobile on in general because it's very powerful in my honest opinion. Let's go ahead and open the game assistance section, and just like that, boom! Check out your boy, man. Now, once again, Chinese UI. A lot of these things are going to be in Chinese, but it's a great thing. You know, your boy is smart, he's educated, he knows how to maneuver around this. Let's go in and hop to quick startup really quickly. First thing we're gonna hop into. Forget the game for now. We're going to take a look at the actual device's UI settings and all these things because there are a lot of things I do want to mention that you guys might want to pay attention to. We do have cleanup if you guys want to make sure that your device stays optimized. Very simple. You can tap that and everything will clean up. Mistouch prevention just basically makes sure that a lot of the edges do not cause any ghost touch. If you don't know already, this device does have relatively thin bezels and does have curved edges, which are comfortable for the palms, but it does have a higher than usual likelihood of having ghost touch. Alright, aka your palms touching the edges of the screen. So make sure to turn that on. Make sure to turn on Do Not Disturb. That's a no-brainer. Championship mode, we are going to come back to this a little bit later. Hollow audio, like I said, we're gonna test this out and give you guys my first impressions. Quick startup, don't know what that really is. You can turn on the charging separation, aka bypass charging, which effectively charges the battery, or sorry, stops charging the battery and charges the phone, therefore keeping your device cool and also making sure your battery does not go down in the long run. Color enhancement just makes the color in general more high quality, and I think that's really all as in terms of the tools itself. Now, hopping into performance, I actually wanted to pull up the Red Magic Astra as a way of reference if you guys don't know. So, Red Magic Astra has three, generally speaking, three options. You have the eco mode, which in this case is power saving. Both of these devices will be forced on 60 Hz, 60 FPS. Going to the second option, balanced for both devices. This, generally speaking, just makes the device kind of run middle ground performance in both gaming and also maintaining the battery and keeping the temperature cool. Now we're going to be going into Rise and Pro Gamer. This effectively makes the device run at its highest frequency. Okay, for Red Magic though, you do have a last tier option called Diablo mode, which I personally play on whenever I do want to try at my absolute highest, because Diablo mode will actually just overclock. You're gonna see both the GHZ and the MHZ both overclocked to the highest. Now back to this buddy right here. Okay, Pro Gamer, touch response goes to ultra touch response. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this device is very reactive to the device's taps. You're going to notice that a lot. Screen refresh rate is on high. You're not going to see it right here because it's going to max out at the lobby's actual refresh rate, which in this case is 60 FPS. So 60 FPS equals 60 Hz. But as soon as you hop to the game, we're going to see that kick up. Going into our tools again, like I said, championship mode. If you guys don't know what this does, take a look at this, so that you guys can read that right over there. Okay, championship mode. This mode gets you ready for a match with better device performance and a more immersive gaming experience. Features are applied dynamically to make sure that your device's performance is optimal. Alright, a lot of these options are on and everything becomes even better. This is effectively speaking, like I said, Diablo mode. The only problem is it may cause heating and high power consumption. All devices that allow you to overclock your performance like this do have one problem in common, and it is just the simple fact that when you overclock the device's performance like this, the device becomes hot. Okay, that's why it's very important to get yourself a fan that makes sure the device stays cool. All right, let's make sure the camera stays focused. Boom, 165 FPS. That is fucking insane. Insane. Now obviously we do have the option for 144 as well, but for the most part I do play on 165 FPS. Now we're gonna hop to training room and I will show you guys how much of a difference this thing really is. Once again, I forgot, when you're on championship mode, you can't do the swipe out panel, all that stuff, which does really suck, but it's okay. You're gonna take a look at that hertz. Take a look at it. 3, 2, 1, 0. Boom, 165 hertz. All right, got our thumbsies on. And once again, very, very smooth when it comes to the actual device. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be very honest, okay? I'm not sponsored. I'm not biased at all. I'm not gonna pay a dime to say this. This is on par with this tablet, all right? The reason why I use the Astra as a benchmark is, once again, the Astra tablet is insanely fucking smooth. Like, it is the best device on the market right now for long-term Call of Duty mobile gaming. Not professional play, because if you're on professional play, this is the tablet, this is the phone. You gotta play on this. And even then, I will tell you, this low-key might be better than the Red Magic phones themselves. It feels really, really smooth. It actually feels like it's the Red Magic phone, the Red Magic Astra in phone edition. But anyways, this is 165 Hz. Don't mind my aim, because I am playing on, I am playing on my tablet settings, because obviously my main account's banned. I don't have access to my phone settings anymore. Not to mention, the device's brightness is pretty darn low. And if I kick it up a notch, you see that glare? It's going to be a little annoying for y'all. But actually, I feel like we could probably get away with it for now. Let's see how it looks on camera. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, this is 165 FPS on 165 Hz. It's not that I don't prefer 165 FPS. It looks smooth as shit, but there is a delay when you're touching, right? So I will obviously opt for reducing the FPS to 145 FPS. I'm not gonna lie, this is really crazy if you ask me, man. It works well. It feels smooth. Like, it actually feels as smooth as the Red Magic Astra, man. And once again, that device is really good, bro. Alright, we had to restart our device and plugged in our adapter so we can play on Ethernet and also have access to the audio. We're gonna make sure to test out the audio and see how good it is. Now, when I play on my Astra tablet, the sound capabilities in general are pretty solid. I mean, it does sound the same, right? It sounds the same, and that's not a bad thing. It's a pretty good thing, considering I do have relatively good sounding abilities in this game due to the earbuds, right? And also the device allowing me to. It sounds pretty good. Quality, everything in general, pretty darn solid if you ask me, to be honest. I will say, playing on phone is always fun, right? To come back to playing on phone after spending a lot of time on the tablet. And I really like this device, man. It's awesome. I really am a big fan of it. Mind you, I didn't even have enough time to set up my HUD. I just moved the buttons around and kind of like tried to bet my best to use my tablet HUD as a template, right? And it's still extremely reactive, man. Like, I'm sorry if I'm overly glazing this device, to be honest. You guys are probably like, nah, no way, he's capping. He's got to be sponsored. Guys, $500 for a device that is on par with the Red Magic Astra. We are on our alt account, which unfortunately got banned a while back for a day, or I believe it was 3 days, just because, you know, your boy was too good. Which, Call of Duty Mobile, can we please fix that? I've been getting banned left and right from every single account. For the record, I'm not hacking, alright? If anybody thinks I'm hacking, lock in, okay? Come on. We might as well rock the VMP, because why not? I feel like it is definitely the best option we can use, to be honest. We're going to be using a different than usual build, a pretty unorthodox build. This was the build that I did actually use during champs for the most part. I really opted for using the Phoenix barrel, the infantry compensator, rapid fire weapon perk, fast extended mag, and we going ahead and put on the integrated grip set. Now, once again, very weird build. Is it the best? Probably not, but do we like it? Hell yeah. Alright, since we got ourselves a quick game of a Hardpoint Shipment. So, yo, before I even start into this game, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, make sure you guys let me know in the comments down below. And also, side note, if you guys do want to see me unbox the actual Red Magic Astra, I know I've had it for a while, so it wouldn't be as genuine of a unboxing video. But if you guys would want to see that, let me know in the comments, and I got you guys, man. But once again, device's reaction to touch and everything is really fast, man. I really like it, to be honest. It's really reactive, bro. Okay, since these guys are bots, sadly. But I mean, I don't think we can do anything too much about that. Anyways. It's so smooth, man. Okay, I don't know where that button is. There we go. I am in love with this device. Because I feel like a lot of these phones in general are too scared to opt for the 165 hertz. But if you guys don't know anything, right, the actual device's hertz, right, in this case 165 for this device, allows for the device to be more reactive to your touch, right? It's a very important setting to have in general, right? So that's why I really am happy that this device has access to 165 hertz. Once again, for $500, bro, that is a steal if you ask me, man. I do hope that we do see Red Magic incorporate 165 hertz to their phones again, because I feel like that's the only thing that they're missing from being the best again. I do believe this is the best device right now that you can get for gaming on phone, for the budget especially. But I do hope we can see an improvement on Red Magic's side. Oh, I did not mean to call it it. It's going to call the Nugan. Because why the fuck not? Also, I'm pretty sure there isn't any actual game sound. Because I don't have my Elgato hooked up to the device, the PC itself. So that does suck. But I think it'll do. That's crazy. That wasn't a 3-shot. What the hell? tough. Let's try to turn on championship mode again and see how much of a difference it is. The performance. Oh yeah, it already feels even more smooth. Not like it wasn't already smooth enough, but I do feel like whenever you turn on championship mode and you get that little cleanup option, right, that it does by default, that does help a lot for the phone. Because once again, do remember, this isn't a gaming phone. This is an everyday flagship type of phone, right? Which means it'll, at the end of the day, prioritize the phone's longevity and health over gaming. And codm, especially in this day and age, is a pretty intense mobile game, right? In general. So being able to just activate the championship mode and allow for a cleanup by default to happen does help the device a lot. Ooh, good shots. That was a bot too, eh? These bots are kind of crazy, man. Anybody else be struggling with bots sometimes? I just feel like sometimes their aimbot just nonchalantly becomes crazy. Like that. Like, oh my gosh. Thank you, teammate. You know, for a guy who doesn't play phone anymore, I feel like I'm decent. I don't think I'm great, but I feel like I'm decent. I feel like next time we're definitely gonna have to rock the shotgun and see if Unk still got it, man. Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, let me know in the comments right now. How many of you guys play phone and how many of you guys play tablet? I know there are some players who play controller, right? I would love to see some gameplay. If anybody does play controller and can record it by any chance, I'd love to see that. I feel like controller players on COD Mobile, right? It's different, man. I'd love to see how you guys play controller in this game, man. Because I already feel like touch is already really, really... At least when I began codm, it was pretty hard to do, but you get used to it, right? But I feel like controller is even cooler. The device was awesome. 57 battery percent, by the way, if you guys can't see that already. 50, let me focus my camera. There we go. 57 battery, you know what I'm saying? We started with about like 68, give or take. You're looking at about maybe 4%, 3 to 4% per game. That's pretty solid if you ask me. Now, if you guys want to see my phone settings, we're going to go ahead and showcase them for you guys really quickly before I hop off. Final review on the OnePlus Turbo 6. I'm gonna be honest, man. It was a pretty good device. I was really surprised for what I got out of $500 for this device, it was really good. The 165 Hz is a real deal, and you get 165 FPS. If you're somebody who's looking for the OnePlus but want to play more safer on a more so a budget scale but getting the same performance, get this phone. This phone is really good. I'm not sure where you could possibly buy it because I got lucky enough and I got it off AliExpress for $500 after taxes. But yeah, man, I mean, once again, would I recommend this to somebody who's looking forward to trying and competing and have a good phone for the long run? Yes, I think it's actually a pretty solid device. But once again, OnePlus Turbo 6. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out.